married, first investment namin ng husband ko was we bought a house and a lot, and then may nagre-rent na sa bahay na yun. The money that we used kasi yung wedding funds, so instead of having a grand wedding, we chose to have a small intimate wedding instead, less than 20 people, and then the rest of the money we used it to invest in real estate.
We're gonna interview someone that you've seen before. She was featured when she shared her business and how she did something out of passion. This time, we're gonna, I think, go more personal and talk about specific ideologies, principles on how she deals with her finances as well. She's from Bukidnon, but now she's based in Dubai. Let's meet May Mendoza.
Hi guys! Yes.
Went from Bukidnon to straight to Dubai or?
Straight to Dubai. I was 21 years old.
21?
Yeah, very young.
Very young. So how many years have you been working abroad?
Almost 10 years.
Guys, huwag tayo mag-compute ha. Okay.
Almost 10 years.
Almost 10
ilang
years.
taon na ako ngayon.
So now,
21 pa rin. Forever 21 ako,
Forever
Marvin.
21, Forever 21. Balita ko nga, madami kang fans sa airplane. Anyways, so you've been flying since 21. You've been overseas. How are you able to save the past 10 years?
For me, before I left for Dubai, I've always thought na importante na I should always remember my dreams. Ano ba yung pangarap ko? Kasi I don't want to be just a story na parang, oh, I spent a lot when I was abroad, tapos when I went home, wala talaga. So, when I left, I knew what I wanted to do. So, I made sure na I really was able to budget and save. And I think the secret for me as well was budgeting din. So, I made sure na naka-budget talaga siya in details, where my money went and where my money will go. So everything is plotted. Like you, I like to cover my bases.
Okay, when you started to budget, when you started to do that, how did you define, sige, how much will I actually put into savings? How much will I put into investments? Kasi it's not normal. Probably you're 5 or 10% of the population abroad that is doing a budget. The majority of Filipinos don't do budgets that alone saves. How do you know na ito yung percentage na lalagay ko?
Okay, marami kang mababasa sa mga books or you get to see the videos na sinasabi na, oh, you have to save 10% or 20 or 30%. Ayoko siya na fix talaga na percentage, but I really try to make sure na may amount figure ako na nilalagay. And then from that, if I earn more or so side businesses for example, then I add it. Pero hindi ako naglalagay ng percentage kasi as I always say to some of the friends or some other Filipinos, say for example, they earn say 2,000 dirhams. And then if you tell them to save 30%, that's around like 600 dirhams. Pero what if kailangan pa nila magpadala sa Pilipinas, magbabayad pa ng rent, kakain pa, transport. So it might end up so difficult for the Filipinos to save in the long run. So for me, this is what I apply and I also tell other Filipinos, if saving a percentage, medyo malaki pa siya for you, better stick to a figure. Kahit 10 lang yan or 20 or 50 lang yan, that's fine as long as you get into the habit of saving.
From the 11 years of saving, 10 years of saving,
Right.
what's the smallest amount that you set aside?
Say for example, allowance.
Okay.
So when I travel to other countries and then we're usually given allowances. Kahit $1 lang yan, you get to save it, di ba?
Okay.
Kahit $1 lang yan, you get to set aside. I'm like, okay, I'll put it for my travel fund, for example. So as little as $1, I save it.
Okay, pero has it come to a point na parang when you were starting out, sige, ito yung amount na I'll just save this, kahit maliit lang because I'll consistently do this. May ganun bang?
Wala.
Nangyaring ganun. When did it come to a point naman that started to decide, sige, I'll invest?
I think when I got married, so 2.5 years later.
You're married? Oh!
Yes, I'm married. Almost 8 years.
May mga galit sa airline.
Magalit sa MM.
Hindi, may magalit ng pasahero.
So after, I think 2 years and a half, I started investing. And then, nagsisave na pala ako sa co-op cooperative noon. But then, when I got married, first investment namin ng husband ko was we bought a house and a lot. And then, may nagre-rent na sa bahay na yun. The money that we used kasi yung wedding funds, so instead of having a grand wedding, we chose to have a small intimate wedding instead, less than 20 people. And then, the rest of the money, we used it to invest in real estate.
How many years is the property now?
Oh, more than 6 years.
Did you say na okay yung revenue from
Like
real
so far,
estate?
yung rental na we don't really use it, so we just put it aside and then we just put it there. And then also, every month, we save something for maintenance naman. In case in the future, we want to renovate it or may mga kailangang repairs, we take the money from there. And hopefully, we'll see where the money will go. Invest it siguro namin somewhere else.
You've been saving properly, you've been investing. What's your end goal for this.
What we want is to have a sustainable and comfortable lifestyle, especially when we want to expand our family in the near future. So, will it be sustainable? Will it be comfortable? And when it comes to investment naman, we have to make sure na do we monitor it regularly? Kasi mahirap kung ang dami mong investments, hindi mo naman monitor regularly, hindi mo alam kung ano na nangyayari sa investment. So, kahit konting investments lang yan, we really make sure na, okay, we review it every month, pinag-uusapan namin, kamusta na to, how can we improve on the following, ano ba yung mga growth nito, how can we maximize this more, the earnings of this kind of investment, parang ganun.
When you hit your target, what do you plan to do with it?
We invest again,
Okay.
so something else.
Pero you'll plan to stay in Dubai? You have any parang goals? Kasi some people go abroad so that they get to save, they get to invest after they go home.
For us, right now, Mar, we still love Dubai. I mean,
Okay.
for me, Dubai is our second home na. Pero definitely, we are still gonna go home in the Philippines. Iba pa rin yung Pilipinas. Home is home pa rin. We are hoping to retire pa rin in Cagayan de Oro or in Bukidnon. Yeah.
Balita ko you own half of
Uy!
Bukidnon.
So yeah, still, home is home.
Yan yung tawa na.
Hindi so home is home. Uuwi pa rin sa Pilipinas, definitely. Pero Mara, anywhere you wanna go, whether you wanna migrate to Canada or the US or the UK,
Or Melbourne.
or Australia, or whether you wanna go home to the Philippines or to Dubai or anywhere else, it's all about mindset. Ano yung mindset mo? If you believe that you're gonna succeed, if you believe that you're gonna grow wherever you are planted, wherever you are placed by the Almighty Father, definitely you will. So anywhere, maybe Dubai for us for now, maybe it's Dubai, but definitely I also believe now kahit saan tayo, if you have the mindset that you're gonna succeed, you'll do great things in life, you'll do great things in life.
Or last, you and your husband, do you
Yes.
have a age that sabi nyo, when we hit this, we'll stop na, we'll just probably travel or we'll mag-farm na lang kami?
Alright.
Do you have something like that?
Yeah. Before, sabi namin, let's do 45 years old. So, ano tayo? Let's be aggressive. Let's do 45 years old. But we're thinking, if we still love what we do, we're still eyeing 45. But when we reach that age, sana it's not an obligation to work anymore. But if we still feel that we're happy with what we're doing, alive pa rin kami, like we still feel alive doing what we do, then most probably will. But maybe at a lesser pacing na siguro. And then, of course, we'll travel. Kasi for me, okay lang naman to travel. Okay lang din to retire at a certain age. Pero we should also take the opportunity to really enjoy life now. Collect memories as much as you can. Live life to the fullest because life is short.
Alright, well said. Last
Yes.
na ito lang talaga.
Last ng last.
The last of the last.
Okay.
Words of wisdom for Filipinos your age. Dubai is notorious for large spending habits of people.
Oh.
So for people who get tempted to buy bags in Burjaman, what's your tip for them?
For all Filipinos out there, no one else can control your life but you. You have to take control of your life. You have to be able to learn how to master your finances. Kasi if you don't get to do that, then money will control your life. In the end, you get to regret. And the worst part that we could ever experience is, I wish I did this, I wish I saved more, and you can't turn back time anymore. So take every opportunity, put value in the hard work that you're doing every day, working like painless hours. Value your time, save as much money para walang regrets in the future.
So retiring at 45, possible?
Hopefully! Possible! Kaya yan!
Alright, so galing guys. So,
May 24 years pa.
24 I don't know, people who have a different mindset towards money think they'll go very, very far. I know. And that's how the rich think. That's where they are.
Nahawa lang ako sa'yo.
So that's it guys. Bye. Hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Bye-bye.
Bye!